What's going on, my beautiful people? You guys are tuned in to Just Love Podcast with yours truly, the one and the only Jay Loveberry. That's right. This week we are going to be discussing goals. That's right. I said it right. Goals. Goals that you want to achieve for yourself. As we begin to come to the end of the month of March, what better way to start the month of April with your goal set already in place? Yes, that's right. We're already at the end of a month, getting ready to start a new month. So why not? What's your excuse? You always want to start at the beginning. You always want to start on a Monday, but you don't know which Monday. You always want to start a new month. Guess what? The time is now. Time waits for nobody. It don't wait for you. It don't wait for me. It don't wait for the next person. So why not go ahead and get everything in place now and begin to execute it come April 1st? Yes, April 1st. No, we ain't playing no games. No, this is not an April Fool's joke. We are getting started April 1st by any means necessary. So come on, let's go ahead and get right all into it. So, goals. What does goals actually mean to you? Do you actually know what goals mean? It's something that you put in place that you want to achieve. And you know that you want to achieve because it's either a thought that you had, a vision that you had, it's something that you desire, it's something that you want to become. It's just something that you know you want to do, right? So why not get to it? Why just sit there and let it be just a thought? Yes, I'm talking to you. So, in order for you to actually begin the process of achieving your goals, number one, some people can automatically set that goal in their mind and just get to it, right? Some of us, we actually have to break it all the way down and have steps and have plans and X, Y, and Z in order. But for those of you who actually need to know where to start, how to start, I'm talking to you guys. Those of you who don't need step by step or already working on your goals and you just need to get to it, guess what? April 1st, I want you to turn it up a notch. I want you to give 120% towards whatever goal that you have been working on. Why? Because you need to show up for yourself. You owe you everything. Why are you giving 75%? Why are you giving 80%? You're not even giving the whole 100. So why not turn it up a notch? That's for my people that don't need the step by step. They already know what it is. They already got their goals in motion. I'm challenging you to go ahead and turn it up a notch. I need 120%. Yup, I'm talking to you. But for my people that need the step by step, the first thing I want you to do is actually write all the goals down that you want to achieve. Anything that your heart desire and you want to achieve it. I'm going to say it again. If you want to achieve it, write it down. If your heart desires for it, write it down. Yes, write it down on a piece of paper. Hey, you got your phone, put it in your notebook in your phone. I don't care how it looks, what it looks like, just write it down. That's the first step. Then once you write down the goals that you want to achieve in life, your next step is going to be getting all the details that is required for you to achieve those goals. So, what do I mean, Jay? What do you mean by that? What I mean by that is that number one, let's use you want to own your own business, right? You actually want to start creating um, handmade soap, right? The bar soaps that people make, right? The organic stuff. You first need to know the ingredients that goes into it, right? You need to know what is it going to do to people's skins. Is it going to be okay for people who have sensitive skins and X, Y, and Z? Then you need the tools because you just can't get the ingredients and think that you're just going to make some soap and that be that. No, sorry, it don't work like that. So get the tools. Find out what you need in order to create the soap. You don't have to go expensive when you first starting out. No, just go basic and do that. Then you also need to know you need to know like what type of soap. it is that you want to create, right? So you got to know the ingredients, you got to have the tools, and then you got to know what type of soap that you want to create. So actually, the type of soap should be first. So then that way you know what type of ingredients, then you know what type of tools you need to create the soap. Okay? So once you get all that detail in place, then the next step will be for you to start your game plan on how you're going to begin this soap business. Yes, everything has to go in order, because you can, just because you know that you want to start a business, you just can't just jump out there and just start making soap or start making food platters or making t-shirts or doing a cleaning business. No, you just can't do it. If you do that, you're bound to be set back. Trust me. So, write those goals down. Get the details that is needed for you to achieve those goals. Once you have all your details in place, then, because you wrote down all of your goals, you would then need to actually organize your goals. Jay, what do you mean by organize? What I mean by organizing your goals is, if you have three goals that you want to be in the cleaning business. You want to do high schools. I mean, you want to do schools, you want to do small offices, and you want to do apartment complex. But then you also have a goal where you want to do a t-shirt business. Okay. And then another goal is that you want to actually work on your a healthier lifestyle, meaning losing weight and eating healthy. Okay, so there's three different, totally different goals, right? So put them in order. The lifestyle goal, you can just, that that's easy peasy. You may think it's hard, but it's really easy peasy. You just got to get to it. Walking 15 minutes a day. Then that turns into walking 20 minutes a day. Then 30 minutes, and so on and so on and so on. Whereas your t-shirt business and then your cleaning business, you know that there are certain rules and regulations that you have to abide by when you become commercial, right? So a cleaning business, you're going to need, well, if you didn't know, you're going to need insurance, right? Because you just can't show up to no Airbnb, you can't show up to no apartment complex, you can't show up nowhere to no other business and just start cleaning without no insurance. Okay. T-shirt business, yes, you can get started and start to get your clientele up and stuff like that. But at the same time, once you start branching out, you're going to need a business license, just as well as you need a business license for the cleaning business, right? So you can already go ahead and get started with your lifestyle. But far as the cleaning business and the t-shirt business, you need to figure out which one do you want to accomplish or get started first, because you can do both of them at the same time, right? So you need to have all of your ducks in order for you to actually execute your plan. Jay, what do you mean? I'm not understanding what you're saying. What I mean is that, for as the cleaning business, you need to write down your customers that you want to target. You need to make sure that you have all of the supplies to even get started. You need to make sure that any laws or anything that you have to abide by as far as having a cleaning business, all of that is in place. Get that done first, and then you can have at it. T-shirt business. Who are you trying to market? Are you trying to market, schools? Are you trying to market youth programs? Are you just trying to market just family reunions and just getting those t-shirts? Everything has to be broken down. So once you have all of that, and I'm just giving y'all like a quick smash session of, the goals, because we can go on and on and on and on and on. But once you have all of that in place, now you need to start executing your plan. So you have all your tools, you have the people that you want to target. Now it's time for you to start doing the work. You need to start marketing. Yes, you need to start marketing. You need to start putting your foot out there. You need to start networking with other people, and so on and so on and so on. If your goal is to just become a better individual, Whether if it's in the workplace and you trying to level up and you trying to be the best that you can be at whatever industry that you're in, do that. Find out, if there's courses are available for you to take, because you can never have enough knowledge. You can never have enough knowledge. How can you sharpen your skills? Whether if it's in the plumbing business, whether if it's in medical, whether if it's in cosmetology, you can always sharpen yourself. You just have to figure out what it is that you want to get better at. And once you figure out what it is that you want to get better at, go to it. Get to it by any means necessary. Use your resources. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid, especially if you work for a big company, right? Find out if they'll pay for schooling. Find out if there's courses that you can take. Again, like I said before, you can never have too much knowledge. And if the company is going to pay for it, why not use their dollars? That was a mistake that I truly wish that I would have done in the banking industry. As much as I love numbers and I love accounting, I wish I would have took their money, the banks that I was working for, I wish I would have took their money and went to school and got my degree in accounting. But hey, I can't go back in time. We can only move forward. But best believe where I'm at now, I am doing everything that is going to benefit me. I'm not leaving nothing on the table. The courses that they have, I'm taking them. Anything that they paying for, and it's a goal that I have, sign me up. Sign me up. Because that's the only way that you're going to get to the next level. So yes, utilize your resources. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, because only you know what your heart desires. Only you know what you want to accomplish in life. Don't let nobody tell you that you can or this, that, and the third. I tell my oldest kids, I told them all the time, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it to anybody. And a few of you who personally know me have heard me say it. The sky is not the limit. It is just a view. So you go as far as your heart desire. Yes, go as far as your heart desire. Hey, just because you achieve one goal, that does not mean you stop right there. It's time for you, before you actually achieve that goal, you should already have something in your mind where you're ready to, once this is done, I'm ready to keep rocking and rolling with the next one. Um, Even when it comes to you bettering yourself as an individual, um, not just work, but just you as an individual, you know, set time aside for yourself. What is it that you want to do? You know, I'll use myself for a prime example. Let's say, okay, Jay, I want to be more feminine. I want to wear heels and I want to wear my hair down. Now, listen up. If you know me, I love my two braids. Wearing my hair down, it'll probably be a day or two. Heels, I'm only putting them on for the pictures, but that's it. But anyway, whatever it is, you know that you have to start working towards it. So what does that mean? That means, Jay, don't put your hair in two braids. Flat iron your hair. Take care of your hair where the point you don't have to pull it back in a ponytail. You can just let it flow. You know what I mean? Um, Heels, wearing heels. Hey, I'll wear heels to this event. I'll wear heels to that event. I'll keep them on longer. Maybe I'll start walking around the house in my heels so that way I can get used to it. And that way, when I do go to the event, I have my heels on longer than 5 minutes. So that's just another example as a personal goal. Well, all of these goals are personal, but more, not so much into like a business or, going to the next level at your job or whatever, but it's more so just the inner you. Also, when you are working on these goals, some goals will require you to put in a little bit more work. Don't ever think that a goal that you want, that you set for yourself, is going to be easy peasy. No, 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 no. You got to put in the work. And it's okay. And there's no race. When you have these goals set for yourself, please make sure that they're for you and you're not comparing yourself to someone else, because someone else's goal and accomplishment and achievements, however you want to put it, that's for them. That's their process. You have your own process. You have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself. So if you want to achieve those goals, you can do it. Just put in the work. Sometimes life be life in us. Man, when I tell you sometimes life be life in us, them curveballs can come out of nowhere. And when those curveballs come out of nowhere, listen, acknowledge it. Acknowledge your feelings. It's okay. It's okay to have a bad day, couple of days. Don't stay there though. Please do not stay there. You got to get yourself up and keep it moving. Because there's nothing in life that is easy. Who said it was going to be easy? If somebody told you that it's going to be easy, you're never going to have no hiccups, please, please let me know who that individual is. Email me 2020justlove@gmail.com, because I want to personally know what planet they living on. But don't let that discourage you. Please do not let that discourage you. You set those goals for yourself. You get all the details. You put your plan in motion, and then you start executing it. And when you put your plan in motion, one of the things that I list when helping people with goals and things that they want to achieve is making sure that you be realistic with your timeline. Prime example, you want to lose weight. You want to have a healthier lifestyle, right? You want to lose weight, but you're trying to lose 50 pounds in 3 weeks. Where are they doing that at? Unless you're going to the hospital and you have a major surgery. So when you set your goals, make sure that they are realistic. Make sure that you understand that sometimes you will have hiccups. And when those hiccups come, you just continue to keep pressing forward, keep moving forward. And once you achieve those goals that you set for yourself, make sure you give yourself the credit that is due. Yes, give yourself the credit. Those small steps that leads to the big victory, make sure you credit yourself. Don't down yourself. Don't no, don't do that. No, why would you do that? You putting in so much work. Just even getting started, you need to credit yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Because a lot of these goals that we set for ourselves, especially being an adult, we set for ourselves, these are goals that we had in our minds, in our thoughts, in our visions for years. Some of us decades. So, with that being said, I want you guys to really, really focus on knocking out these goals. And the ones who have already started these goals, I need you to put in 120%. Turn it up a notch. It's okay. And make sure you credit yourself too as well. Just because you don't need a step by step, don't downplay yourself. Credit yourself. That's all I have for y'all on this week. With that being said, I want everyone to have a wonderful day on purpose with a purpose. And always remember, Jay love you. Peace.